Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and today we're going to be talking all about things girls say versus what they actually mean. So it might seem silly, but I think there are a lot of girls and just people in general that can't effectively communicate what they're feeling, what they want from you, what they need from you, and the world would be a much better place if everyone could just be honest and say exactly what they're thinking, but unfortunately that is not the case. So today we're going to be taking a deep dive into girl language and what girls actually mean when they say some of these things. Number one, I'm a bad texter. This means she doesn't want to text you. So I've mentioned it before, if a girl wants to talk to you, I promise you she will. You shouldn't have to ask a girl to text you. You shouldn't have to ask for her attention, time, effort, energy, or really anything. If someone wants to give you something, they will. And a girl that wants to text a guy is going to text a guy. So typically, if she says I'm a bad texter, it normally means she just doesn't want to text you. Now, she could be a very busy person and really just isn't on her phone, doesn't text, but typically when that's the case, she'll just tell you that she's busy rather than prefacing it by saying, I'm a bad texter. And I would honestly say a girl that doesn't have time to text you 24/7 is actually a good thing. Nobody should be bored enough to where they can text you all day, every day. That's not healthy for her, that's not healthy for you or anybody else. So, like I said, normally if she says I'm a bad texter, it really just means that she doesn't want to text you. Number two, I'm not really looking for a relationship right now. Again, this just means she's not looking for a relationship with you. And I don't think that girls necessarily mean this in a malicious or mean way. I think often, as a woman, I can speak on this, we often don't want to be mean or hurt someone's feelings, so we say things in a nicer, more appealing way in order to prevent hurting your feelings. And while I know that is not the best way to go about it, I've learned that through my years of dating people. It's better to just be honest and upfront. A lot of girls haven't gotten to that point yet, so they say things that kind of give you a little bit of a glimmer of hope that, well, maybe she, isn't ready for a relationship now, but she will be in 3 months. So you sit around and wait, when in reality, there was no chance for you there anyway. So normally, like I said, if she says she doesn't want a relationship right now, it really means she doesn't want one with you. And it's just her way of saying it in a nice way. And honestly, a better way for her to say she's not interested would just be, hey, you're really great, but I don't see you that way. Or I don't see us ever being a thing. Or I don't see you in a romantic way. There are other ways to say it that don't give you that glimmer of hope, like I mentioned, so that you're not sitting around waiting. But honestly, guys, you should not be sitting around and waiting for anybody. You should not have to wonder or sit and wait for someone to like you. They should just like you. And if they don't, on to the next one. Number three, we have I'm fine. And you guys have probably heard this one the most out of all of these, and whatever the context is, she is 100% not fine. So I think typically a girl will say this when she can't communicate her actual feelings. Maybe she doesn't feel comfortable saying it. Maybe she just doesn't want to talk about it right now. Maybe she doesn't want to make you mad or upset. Maybe she's avoiding conflict. There are so many reasons as to why a girl says this, which you kind of need to know a little bit more based on the context of the situation and why she's saying it. But regardless of what it is, she's not fine. And the way to know this is she never says I'm good or I'm great or I'm wonderful if she's not. She's normally those things if she says it. But if she says I'm fine, keyword, emphasis on fine, it's never a good thing. Number four, we need to talk. That's a bad thing to hear if you're a guy. That's a bad thing to hear if you're anyone. If your boss says that to you, if your girlfriend says that to you, it's just really a horrible thing to hear, because then you're sitting there wondering, well, oh my gosh, what is it about? I wonder what she's thinking. What did I do wrong? And it typically is when you've done something wrong and she knows about it. So the best advice I can give you in a situation like this is to just be honest, because if a girl approaches something with the line, we need to talk, chances are she already knows about it, she knows every detail about it, and she's just confronting you to see what you say. So the best advice, like I said, be honest. It's the best thing you can do in a situation like this because she already knows you've been caught. So own up to it. It's okay to make mistakes. Normally, if she approaches you and says we need to talk, at least she's willing to have a conversation about it and not just scream and fight with you or hit you with something. So typically when a girl says we need to talk, it's normally not a good thing. Number five, we have I don't care. Well, she probably does care, especially if it's about food. I'm not even trying to be funny here. I personally have such a hard time choosing what I want to eat. It probably drives my boyfriend absolutely insane. So for that, I apologize, but I feel like I am not the only female that is like this. So a pro tip here, if she can't decide what she wants or you can't decide what she wants, approach her in a way of telling her that you're taking her to a place she likes and ask her to guess what it is. And the first place she guesses is normally the place that she wants to go to if she brought it up. So that's just a good little tip to have in a situation like that. I have found it to be very effective in the past in my own situations. So, like I said, if she says she doesn't care, she probably does. Number 6 is have fun. So if you have a very mature, healthy girl in your life, something like the green flags video I posted, then she probably actually means it when she says have fun. But if you're dating a girl that resembles anything in the red flags videos I have done, she doesn't mean it when she says have fun. She actually probably doesn't even want you to go or doesn't want you to have fun at all. Often a girl will say this if you're going out with the boys, if you're going on a guy's trip for the weekend, anything that doesn't involve her. If she just says have fun with no emojis, no exclamation point, no anything, just a have fun, she doesn't mean it. And last is a silly one, but it's important for you guys to know, especially if you're in a relationship or dating a girl, the I'll be ready in 5 minutes text. This means that she will not be ready in 5 minutes. I would say the minimum here is 15. Safest bet is to add 10 minutes to whatever she says. So guys, that is all I have for things girls say versus what they actually mean. Let me know in the comments down below some other things girls have said to you and what you think they mean. I would love to hear all of your comments down below. If you liked this video or found it helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for when I release new content. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram at Courtney Christine Ryan. I love connecting with all of you guys on there as well. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.